Hey folks, Bruce Wiles with Hunter Specialties. It's the middle of August, the 17th to be exact, and I want to give a shout out to my buddy Carl Drake. Happy birthday today, Carl. Uh, Another trip around the sun, and good luck this fall to you. But what I want to talk about today is our synthetic line of scrape generators and the scrape kit. As you can see right here, I've got the Buck Bomb scrape kit. It's synthetic. It's got the synthetic forehand gland and the scrape generator, and also comes with this new orange cup that you can put the container in, flip it upside down, hang it from one of your limbs, and actually keep dripping it into the scrape. Being that it's the beginning of August, or middle of August rather, I'm not going to put that container out today. What I'm going to do is, these bucks are just close, just about getting ready to start shedding their velvet, probably in the next couple weeks. So what I'm going to do is I'm in a spot where I was at last year and used this stuff and made a mock scrape. And I've got a couple of bottles left over that have already been opened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a mock scrape. I've got my trail camera set up here on it. I made a mock scrape here last year, and the first night that I hunted it, I ended up taking a real nice buck over it, coming right into the scrape. And when I set the camera up on it last year, within 4 hours of making this scrape, right here where I'm at, I had doe and 2 fawns in here, standing right in the scrape. This stuff is absolutely incredible. It's the synthetic forehead gland and the synthetic scrape generator. So what you're going to do is, you're going to see me here making a mock scrape. I'm going to take my rake here and dig out some of the ground. Then I'm going to put some of the scrape generator on the ground, and then some of the forehead gland scent up here on a licking branch, and get this all set up and start this scrape process now, so that come hunting season, these bucks should hopefully be taking it over. I've seen 3 or 4 real nice bucks in this area so far this year, just driving around and looking, and they're on this property. So what I'm hoping to do is get them to come to this scrape and start taking it over. And as the season gets closer, I'll come out and freshen it up. And like I said, I've got the trail camera up here on the tree, and all set up, ready to go, so that I can start taking a good inventory of the bucks that are going to hit this scrape. So watch what I do here. I'm going to explain it as I do it in making this synthetic scrape. It's important to wear rubber gloves while you're doing this, so you're not leaving any scent. It's about 90 degrees out right now here in Virginia. Again, it's the middle of August, so it is pretty warm. I got my thermocell on, keep the mosquitoes away. But we're going to get this scrape made anyways, and hopefully by the time deer season kicks in, we got some nice bucks that are hitting it daily. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is take our rake, and you can see I've got the licking branch right here. It's the same exact spot that I used one last year, and there's tracks in it right now. So I imagine that they may still be utilizing it, but I'm going to clear this area out. And what you really want to do is, you really want to get that fresh dirt air in the smell in the air. I think deer are really attracted to that dirt smell, especially that real fresh pawed up earth smell. They can smell that from a long ways off, and I think they're actually attracted to it. I've had several occasions where I've done this in the woods, just to clear leaves away from a spot, and had deer come right to it and stick their noses right in it. So make sure you get it all dug up nice and good. And that's about the size. All this sticks out of here. That's about the size of the scrape that you want. Right now it's about the size, a little bit bigger. I'll tip it down, you can see about the size of a trash can lid. So now what we're going to do is, I'm going to take the scrape generator, take it, and I'm just going to pour just a little bit in the ground right here in the middle of the scrape. Just enough to get the scent started. I don't want to go too hot and heavy on it right now, because it is summer still. And these bucks are really not out of velvet or anything yet, but I want to get that curiosity going and get that mindset, if you will, for these bucks to start hitting scrapes. So now what I'm going to do is, I've got the forehead gland, and I'm going to reach up here into the overhanging limb. I'm going to break a little bit with my fingers to simulate a buck, that's been chewing on them and breaking them with their mouth and their head. And just kind of bend it down a little bit. And it's not so high that they can't reach them. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the forehead gland. I'm just going to put a couple drops on these leaves up here. A couple drops is all you need on each of these leaves just to get that scent in there, get that smell up into the trees where it looks like, and you can see these ones here are already broken from the scrapes last year. So we've got that done, okay? So now basically our scrape is made. We've got it dug out, we've got the scrape generator on the ground, and we've got the forehead gland scent up on the limbs. That's it now, it's just a waiting game. I've got my camera all set up, I just need to go turn it on, make sure it's in the right spot for this. But I can guarantee you that by tomorrow night, I will have deer standing in this scrape checking things out. This stuff is absolutely incredible. If you're not using the synthetic scrape generator with the forehead gland scent from Buck Bomb, you guys are missing out. And I promise you that I will show you a picture of a buck that I kill out of this scrape this fall. Okay, good luck to you all the rest of the season, and get out there now, get your camera set up, and start making your mock scrapes.